We're going through the league teams of the Faroe Islands in last season's league order, so we'd better move on to last year's runners-up. This team are currently experiencing their golden years and are bringing themselves closer to Tórshavn, both on the pitch and under the sea. This is Faroe Ball and this is NSÍ Runavík. NSÍ Runavík are based in the village of Runavík on Eysturoy, the second largest island. The NSÍ part of the name stands for Nes Sokna og Tróttafélag, which roughly means the sports club of the Nes municipality. They were established in 1957 to represent Nes, which is a small parish of 3 villages, of which Runavík is actually no longer a part, but it's kept in the name. NSÍ are the only team in the Faroe Islands who play in yellow and black. You may have seen the 11-kilometre underwater tunnel opened in the Faroe Islands in winter 2020. This enormous feat of infrastructure connects Runavík to Tórshavn, which for travelling fans cuts off a huge chunk of travel. It means that visiting fans from HB or B36 don't need to travel half an hour in the wrong direction to the nearest bridge to get to the Runavík Stadium anymore. The stadium is known as Lurkin. I can't be sure, but it might be named after Abraham Lurkin, who was the highly celebrated Faroese golden player. He had 4 stints at NSÍ as a player and 3 as a manager. As the crow flies, the ground is only about half a mile from Svangaskar, the home stadium of neighbours B68 Toftir, separated by a bit of a hill. They often have to play European matches at Toftir's ground, as their own ground does not meet UEFA standards. Their finest hour was undoubtedly 2007, when they picked up their first, and to date, only league title. They haven't won the league since that success, but they've been regulars in the Europa League for the last decade or so, as they finished in the top 4 in all but one of the seasons since they won the league. They've never got past the Europa League first qualifying round though, going out to teams like Rosenborg, Fulham, Aberdeen and Hibernian, which featured a memorable 6-4 match. The closest they came to getting past the first round was in 2016 when they beat Northern Irish side Linfield 4-3 in the first leg, but fell to a narrow 2-0 defeat in the second leg, going down 5-4 on aggregate. They've qualified for the Europa Conference League this year, so who knows, this could be the year they get that win. There's only one player you think of when you think NSÍ, Klæmint Olsen. A one-club player, he's been with NSÍ since 2007 and has scored, as of the end of the 2020 season, 205 goals in 322 league games. In 2019, he broke the all-time Faroese league record of goals in a season, banging in 26 goals in a 27-game season, and last year he became the first player to score 200 goals in the Faroese league. He's also picked up 32 caps for the Faroe Islands national team, although while he was breaking records in the league, it took him 8 years to score his first goal internationally, which came against Spain in Euro 2020 qualifying. He has scored 5 goals for the Faroe Islands, and if he can score another 5, he'd be the highest international goal scorer for the country. As he goes into the 2021 season aged 30, he's got plenty more years at NSÍ to go yet. However, he's not the only goal machine in the team. Peter Knudsen, son of the famous bobble hat goalie Jens Martin, scored 18 goals in 26 appearances last year, and he's only 22. And an eye-catching signing over the winter was Tróndur Jensen, who brought a 10-year career with HB to an end by going to Runavík, in what the NSÍ website called a tunnel gift from the capital. NSÍ have the unfortunate honour of being the last team in the Faroes to finish a top-flight season with 0 points. No points deductions, no admin errors, just 100% defeat. It was in 1976, the first season where promotion to the top flight was introduced, but the newbies NSÍ struggled, losing all 12 games, including a 10-1 defeat away to Klaksvík. Over the next 20 years, NSÍ would bounce between the top 2 tiers, but in 1986 they got as high as 4th in the league and managed to win the first of 3 Faroe Islands Cups. In 1996, they went up and stayed up, becoming an established top-flight club. NSI are on their 4th manager in 4 seasons. They are currently managed by Alan Jepsen, who is making his managerial debut after many years as an assistant at Aarhus. Last season, they had Sweden's Glenn Ståhl, and before that, Iceland's Guðjón Þórðarson, who has previously managed Stoke City, Barnsley, Notts County, and Crew Alexandra. Expect more good things from NSI, as long as Olsen and Knudsen keep banging them in. It feels like they are due a title soon, but is Alan Jepsen the man to deliver it? I'm going 4th for the boys in yellow in 2021. So that's your lightspeed intro to NSI, a team who play in yellow and black, associated with Hornets, and not far from the capital. Hold on, have I definitely got this right? Anyway, they're one of 2 Faroese teams playing in the Europa Conference League this year, and our next video looks at the other. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw, and I'll see you next time for Klaxvig.